Welcome, everyone, and thank you for joining us for this special preview of our upcoming leadership visit to the Greater Des Moines region. Each year, we bring a group of business and community leaders together to explore a region that's doing exceptional work, regions that are tackling big challenges, thinking differently, and finding ways to move their communities forward. This year, we're headed to Des Moines, Iowa, and we couldn't be more excited about what lies ahead. Today, I'm joined by Tiffany Tauscheck, and she's the president and CEO of the Greater Des Moines Partnership. Tiffany and her team have built a nationally recognized model for regional collaboration, economic development, and leadership. And over the course of our visit, we'll get a firsthand look at how that work comes to life. So Tiffany, thank you so much for joining me today. We're really looking forward to being in your community soon. But I got to throw out two things. One is your staff have set a new mark for customer service. They have been, and you have been tremendous in helping us put together this incredible program. So thank you. And I know we do several of these a year for other communities. It's a lot of work, but you've never said anything other than, how can we help you? And the second thing is, as I think you know, Tiffany, my background, the Quick family lived 9 years in Iowa City, so 2 hours east of Des Moines, but we loved every moment when we could come over and experience the things you were doing then. And you've just taken all that to a higher level. So anyway, I'm excited that we're coming and that we have you to join us.
Thank you. And we're so excited to have you here and really appreciate the nice compliment of our team. We do have a great team. And one thing we talk about as a team is finding a way to yes. And that means making sure that we're doing our best to support our partners and colleagues even around the country. So really glad that you're going to be here, and welcome back to Greater Des Moines.
We're excited too, and we can't wait to get there. So this next section is going to be a little bit on getting to know your organization. So for those who may not be as familiar, can you share a quick overview of the Greater Des Moines Partnership and what makes your model unique?
Yes. So the Greater Des Moines Partnership is the largest business organization in the state of Iowa focused on regional economic development and talent development with public policy as a supporting strategy. So we are a nonprofit, we are consensus-based, we are nonpartisan, and we are focused on supporting our investors. We have over 400 investors, our affiliate chambers. So there are a number of chambers throughout our footprint that are affiliated with us, and therefore their members are also our members. So we have 7,200 regional chamber members that are part of our organization as well through that really unique dual membership model. So collectively, that makes us the second largest regional chamber of commerce in the country.
Amazing. We can stop right there. No, let's keep going because there's many more things that are very unique for you as well. So your organization is often recognized for its regional approach. How do you get so many communities and stakeholders together for a shared vision?
Well, really, this goes back to those that were putting together this organization and creating the foundation that this organization has continued to grow on. And that really dates back to 1888, when a group of leaders came together and said, each of our communities on its own is not going to be as strong as we would be if we all came together and to collaborate. So over 100 years ago, that was put into motion. And to what we are today as the Greater Des Moines Partnership, we continue to really stay centered and focused on regional collaboration. And in fact, we know that it is something that uniquely positions our region and helps us outperform our peers in terms of economic development, growth, and talent attraction and retention. In fact, we recently had James Chung, who is an economist, had him in our region and do a deep dive into the data. And one of the things he found through the data is that we are more neighborly, and we contribute that to that regional collaboration expectation that we set. And there's many ways that we continue to fan that fire, if you will, and making sure that we understand the importance of working collaboratively, regardless of jurisdictional boundaries, across the aisle, whatever it may be. We need to be working together in order to advance this region as swiftly as possible.
Okay, so let me set the stage. So as we look ahead to our visit, what are you most excited for our delegation to experience or to take away from the Greater Des Moines area?
Well, we're excited to have you. So thank you again for selecting the Greater Des Moines region. One thing that we talk about often with our board and with our team is that we strive to be best in class. And it is a compliment to have our region as your intercity visit selection of the year. So thank you for that. We're excited to show you around. We're excited to get you connected with leaders who are doing really meaningful work in terms of talent and the talent pipeline. We're excited to introduce you to a number of our mayors throughout the region to get you connected to some of our leaders. And in terms of those legacy leaders who have recently retired, and some of those new and up and coming leaders as well, that's something that our region is spending a lot of time focused on, that connection piece, and continuing to introduce these new and up and coming leaders to this idea and thought that we are going to be stronger together, and we need their help in continuing that. So we're really looking forward to having your team and your visitors or your attendees here visiting our region, and hopefully you get to check out the Principal Charity Classic while you're here too.
Yay! Yes, we heard about that. That sounds like a lot of fun.
Yes.
So let's talk key themes. One theme we'll explore is regional collaboration, especially hearing from the mayors across the metro. What makes that level of cooperation possible in your region?
One of the things that we talk about is that we each have a regional hat, and we each have, especially our mayors, have a hat to wear for their unique community, or for our counties, their county. And it's understanding and knowing when to wear the city or county hat and when to wear the regional hat, and being aware that there are those opportunities and times where we need to wear the regional hat, and certainly bring into play the unique city or county perspective to help guide the regional consensus. So I can give you one quick example if that's okay. There is an HQ project that we are pursuing, and for the first time that I know of in my 11 years at the organization, we were able to get 14 cities write letters of support and or pass a resolution at their city council supporting that project going to a different community inside our region. So I think that's an example of how we understand, our leaders understand, a regional win, or a win for that city is actually a regional win.
Yeah. We also want to spend some time on ag innovation. We call it ag tech here. You call it ag innovation. And the cultivation corridor. Can you talk a little bit about that initiative and how it has shaped your economy and identity as a region?
Yeah, so America's Cultivation Corridor is an initiative, an organization that really came together years ago through the Greater Des Moines Partnership and other leaders who came around the idea of this could really be a difference maker for our region and helping us put our flag in the ground in terms of ag innovation and ag tech. And with that, the formation of Cultivation Corridor, now America's Cultivation Corridor, was formed. I serve on that board, and it has been incredible to see the continued growth of that organization and how it acts as a magnet to attract and get more interest in the ag industry here in not just our region, but it is statewide, which is why it's now called America's Cultivation Corridor, because we want this to be the place for all ag industry and ag innovation. So it's been a very helpful way to really have that laser focus, having individuals and leaders centered on and focused on ag innovation.
So this is not going to surprise you on this next one, workforce and housing. There are challenges everywhere. What are some of the practical strategies that you've all worked with in Des Moines that others might learn from?
Well, we currently have a Housing Solutions Alliance that has been focused on and working on a blueprint related to addressing homelessness in our region. And when you look at that table, there are business leaders, there are nonprofit leaders, there are government leaders, all working together to address this opportunity that we have to provide additional access to housing. On the workforce front, there are a number of initiatives. That's what part of what the partnership does. It's one of our core focus areas. And specifically, I'm really excited for you all to learn more about our legacy project, Career Ready Collective, which Principal Charity Classic is a partner in, as well as other businesses. And this is a way of helping high school students learn more about different career pathways in the region and help them see themselves here longer term. It is a curriculum that could be leveraged in other communities. And so we're excited to share that with you and see if it sparks some additional ideas for your crew as well.
If there's one mindset or approach that has helped Greater Des Moines move forward, what would you point to?
Collaboration. That is something that we continue to underscore. It is the foundation of our organization and how we were established as an organization, how we continue to grow, and the data reflect that that is a key differentiator. When we're talking with site selectors, when we're talking with economic development leaders around the country, they say that something is different here, and they can point to the fact that we are collaborating in a way that others are not. And some will ask me, why am I willing to share this with other cities that may be going after projects as well? It's because each community is unique in its own way. And that is a unique trait that we have, is that we do collaborate.
I have to tell you, so much of what you've talked about and said, we mirror. We think that you have it on a bigger scale on many of these issues, but we know we're headed in the right direction. So that's interesting and good. Anyway, this has been a great conversation. Thank you again for giving us a preview of what's ahead. We're looking forward to spending time in Greater Des Moines, learning from your team, taking a deeper dive into the ideas and strategies that are helping your region succeed. So to everyone joining us on the leadership visit, we hope this gives you a sense of what's in store. And if you haven't registered yet, the time is now. Spots are filling up fast. I'm not just saying that, they're filling up fast. It's going to be very engaging. It's going to be a fast-paced few days filled with meaningful conversations, new perspectives, and ideas that we can bring back to continue moving our region forward. So thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you in Des Moines.